this one. You understand, buddy? Yes, sir. Sorry if I stink, I wrestled 3 times tonight. You guys alright?
Yeah.
Where's your favorite match? Thank you guys. High fives all the way around. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Alright, are you guys content now?
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, let's take you back to your parents.
Oh man. Finally, no one thought it was possible. I win the first ever Heartland Wrestling Association Cup tournament. Sami Callihan, you're a fine opponent. I'm sure this isn't the last time. But next week, Norwood, Ohio, my sights are set on the Heat Seekers. My brother and I, we will become new HWA Tag Team Champions.
This episode of The Pulse is brought to you by Intimidation Clothing. Visit them at intimidationclothing.com.
Welcome wrestling fans to this CyberClash 6.0 edition of The Pulse. As you saw, Jay Christ, our first ever Heartland Cup champion. Unbelievable. 3 matches in one night. Gruesome matches.
They were
a
great.
heroic performance by our champion.
Come on, Campbell. Let the talent talk here. This is my show. This is The Pulse. And Jay Christ, that was impressive. But next week, he's going up against my favorite tag team in the HWA. Do you know who they are?
I think I have an idea.
Who are they? Why don't you tell the people in cyberspace?
I wouldn't want to steal the glory from you.
Good.
So go ahead.
Don't steal my glory. The HWA Tag Team Champions, Jeremy Madrox, Caden Assad, the Heat Seekers, will be taking on your favorite tag team, the Irish Airborne.
They're one of the best in history, possibly, but let's go ahead and hear from the Heat Seekers.
This Saturday, David and Jacob Christ challenge the Heat Seekers for our HWA Tag Team titles. They're going after their record-breaking 6th title reign. Well, gentlemen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but at the end of the evening, leaving the building with these tag team titles will not be the brothers Christ. We fought long and hard to stand atop the HWA Tag Team division. And this Saturday night, when it's all said and done, we will stand on top of the mountain. The 2 biggest lions that there are. You 2 are big and bad, and you may roar mighty. However, you've never been in the ring. Just a tag team match. Seekers, Airborne. This Saturday it happens, and you'll see exactly why we wear these belts around our waist.
Musa Yagaban, Allah give us strength.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Heartland Cup has come to an end, and the next stop on the HWA Express is April 30th, Norwood, Ohio, for CyberClash 6.0. And I think instead of CyberClash, we should rename it to John Murray's Big Old Party, because that's what it's going to be. I hear there's a couple of guys coming at me, but you know what? I'm the cream of the crop. The cream rises to the top, and that goes no different for the company I keep. And you guys are going to find that out, because John Murray's been partying all day. It's never going to stop. CyberClash is no different. And tell you what, the guys I'm facing, I can't remember their names right now, but let me tell you, they're going to learn a valuable lesson that night. They're going to learn why all the people out there call John Murray the high-flying fat guy. Oh, there's another one for you, baby. They're going to learn why they call me Mr. Moonsault. They're going to learn why they call me the extra-large superstar. And let me tell you, by the end of the night, there it is again, the other team is going to know why all the people out there say, hey, there goes John Murray. I heard his balls are huge. See you there.
As I'm sure most of you already know, I'm Reed Bentley. You've seen me 2 or 3 times now here in HWA. And by now I'm sure you know that I'm simply the best thing in wrestling going today. HWA Premier Wrestling, Reed Bentley, Premier Wrestler, coming together. See, I've been here at the Heartland Cup all weekend scouting people. Not only the winners, but the losers. Weaknesses, advantages. I saw all of it on night one. Night two, I come out. Maybe I wasn't as lucky as I could have been because of Jerome Phillips. That's all in the past. I'm not worried about that. I've already proven myself against Cincinnati staple, Tim Lutz. I would have proven myself against whatever the name of the man I was wrestling tonight was. And I'm going to continue to do that. For me, wrestling is an escape. I could continue to walk around this campus. Yale means prestige, honor. This means something. I could have continued to walk around there and been the big man, the biggest man on campus. But it just wasn't enough. Having the best grades, being the best man that I could possibly be was not enough. I need the adrenaline rush that I get from coming to these slummy buildings in these grimy towns and stomping kids' faces into the concrete. Because that's the only thing that will ever truly make me happy. HWA, it's been your pleasure. Do you see this hole in my lip? That was courtesy of a necro butcher. Punch right in the mouth. Sid Fabulous, you might think this is going to slow me down. Going into our Lucha Cortado match at CyberClash 6.0, this just made me stronger. The more that I can take, the more I'm going to dish out. The more that I'm going to take in the future. There's nothing at this point in my career you can do to keep me down. Do you think you can do more than that? Do you think you can do more than that? I'm still standing. Lucha Cortado is coming back. Tron Mathis.
The time has finally arrived. HWA heavyweight title match next week at Norwood. Jesse Emerson, BJ Whitmire, and Jerome Phillips. I've been waiting a long time for this. I beat 3 guys in the tournament, Jake, Chris, John, Moxley, and Chris Hall, and I'm ready to go. And next week, you're going to see a new HWA champion.
So, let me get this straight. You won a #1 contender tournament.
You know this, Dan.
And you got put in a triple threat match with a man that's lost twice already.
You know something, Matt?
How sweet it is, my friend.
We should be drinking these in celebration tonight.
We should.
We should be.
Because they're noble.
And we won tonight.
Yes.
But
We won.
Yeah, we won tonight, didn't we? Oh, it's beginning to be this reoccurring theme with you, Danny O'Brien. You still don't get it. You poke the bears long enough, we're gonna rip your arms off. You see, Danny, you came to us about a year ago with nowhere else to go.
Nothing.
And we gave you a home. We made you noble. And you ditch us for the next big thing. You're giant ape, Marcus Anthony.
This is how you repay us, Danny O'Brien. We did everything for you. We made you what you are today. That trophy you're carrying around, you're carrying it because we won it for you. 2-time champions. Without us, you were nothing.
And for months now, Danny, it keeps getting closer and closer to us getting our hands on you. And the time has finally come. April 30th, CyberClash 6.0, Norwood, Ohio, Danny. We've talked to the championship committee. It's going to be the Noble Bloods taking on Marcus Anthony and Danny O'Brien.
Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Danny, they did put in a little loophole for you. If you can find somebody that actually likes you enough to take your place, they said it's okay. But let's be honest here. That just ain't going to happen, Danny.
Good luck. As always.
You know, we just heard from the Noble Bloods. Well, you can say they're very excited to not only get their hands on Marcus Anthony, who's, you know, been at him for a while, but Danny O'Brien, who, as we speak, is fumbling through his phone book. He probably doesn't have many numbers, but he's trying to find somebody to take his place.
What are the odds of Danny finding somebody to replace him in this match?
Exactly what I've been trying to say. We finally agree
Don't
on
touch
something.
me, Gamble.
Anyway, we also heard from Reed Bentley and John Murray, who will be on either side of teams coming up in Norwood. And immediately following Norwood, the next weekend, May 6th, at the Great Miami Events Center, we will be back in Hamilton, Ohio. And first, we want to hear from the man who was this close to winning that Heartland Cup, Sami Callihan.
Look me in the eyes. What do you see?
You see a person that's in a bad mood. Calm down. No, you see somebody that's in a really bad mood. I don't even have my voice. I got a knot on my head because Necro, and I lose in the finals of the Heartland Cup. Lost to Jake Christ. Nothing to be ashamed of there, but I haven't made my reputation in wrestling by going to the finals of tournaments and losing. This year, I won Peterson Cup. This year, won 16 Carat. This year, got screwed in the finals of Best of the Best. And now this year, lost in the finals of the Heartland Cup. And I just can't accept that. But for right now, I'm going to put that to the side because there's something that boils my blood just a little bit more. There's something that gets under my skin just a little bit more than losing. And that's when people stick their nose in my business where it need not be. I don't need anyone's help. I can handle things for myself. Flashback. Third round of Heartland Cup. Me versus the returning B.J. Whitmer. I had him right where I wanted him. Things got messed around. He got me in a choke, but I still had him right where I wanted him. And then you, Deja Vu, Richard, Jerome, whatever you want to call yourself now, Phillips, came in and hit BJ in the face with the championship belt. I've had some shitty tactics in my life that I've done to win matches, but that's on my own account. I don't need other people coming in and doing anything for my behalf. I will handle myself. So Jerome, I know you might be this tall, you might be this wide, but on May 6th, I want us to go toe-to-toe, because I want to embarrass you. Because that's what I do to people that stick their nose into my business. So Jerome, May 6th, me and you. You're definitely the biggest dog here at HWA. But now that Sami Callihan's back, I'm definitely the scariest. See you on the 6th.
Americans, people of Ohio, Ohioans, I don't know what the term is, but for those of you longing for my return to your fine state, you're not going to have to wait too long, because May 6th, I'm coming back. And my opponent on that night is going to be the brother of man that I know very well from tonight, Dave Christ. Your brother may have beat me in the Heartland Cup, and I take no shame in that. But don't think for a second that just because he managed to defeat me, you're going to have it easy, mate. Watch out for the armbar, and I'll see you then. Cheerio.
HWA. How y'all doing?
I'm sure you've had a good laugh already. Okay, now I'm going to begin. May 6th, I'm coming to bring my talent, baby. I'm coming to get my groove on. And I'm also coming to entertain. I'm the best entertainer in wrestling today. The best. You hear that person in the crowd? You hear that person in the studio audience? The best. They're saying I'm the best. He's the best. They're saying I'm the best. The best. The best. The best. Am I the best, John Moxley, at entertaining
Is
the
this
crowd?
like on camera?
This is on camera, Mox.
What is that? Oh, it's like right here. This is a little thing.
Yeah, man. Well, what I'm trying to get across, what I'm trying to get over, the best, is that I'm the best entertainer in May 6th. You hear me, Mox? May 6th. You hear me, Mox? May 6th. May 6th. I'm coming to HWA. I don't care who you put me up against. It could be the Big Mox Man. Oh no, I forgot he's going to higher places. It could be Alex Colon. It could be blah, 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 Sammy Callahan. It doesn't matter. You picking land out of my hair? It doesn't matter. Because I'm going to outshine them, baby. Wanna know why? I told you before, I'm the best entertainer. Ah! The best.
Well, there you have it, fans. We have 2 matches signed already for May 6th at the Great Miami Event Center. We will have Jerome Phillips versus Sammy Callahan. We'll have Zack Sabre versus Dave Christ.
Campbell, let me cut you off for a second here. You're getting a little ahead of yourself because before we get to May 6th...
Rich Swann?
Rich Swann's great and he's a hell of a dancer. But before we get to May 6th, we've got CyberClash 6.0. We've got a triple threat match for the HWA heavyweight title as champion BJ Whitmer defends against former champion Jerome Phillips and the #1 contender and my personal friend Jesse Emerson. Also, the American Lucha Corps champion Sidney Fabulous defends his title against another friend of mine, Ron Mathis. And then the tag team titles. The greatest tag team in the HWA, Caden Assad, Jeremy Madrox, the Heat Seekers, take on Ryan Campbell's Boyhood Crushes, the Irish Airborne.
That's right.
Now, back to Rich Swann.
He's pretty awesome,
He's a
man.
great dancer.
And in the words we saw for him, you saw him, folks. The man who has made the Pulse what it is. You've enjoyed seeing him. We've enjoyed working with him. It's been a great pleasure. And as he's on to other things, we just want to say that he will forever be the most dangerous man in the HWA.
Let me get this, Campbell. Enough said.